toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Middleton. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. For just a second, let's take a big-picture view of SMU. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Touchdown, Mustangs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kansas State's offense will take the field for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's Henderson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. Tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard him.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Wildcats are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the running back. is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the ground with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Everett. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. That's a great way to set the tone. You get the lead and you get a nice bounce.
And you know, Reese, you're getting the breaks early. Offense got the break, the tip right there, but those breaks tend to even out throughout a game. But so far, this offense has executed well, and they have the lead.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Catch in the middle, it's Middleton. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Mustangs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Going for 6. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period, first down here. The give to the tailback. Fights off a defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the boot, looking for his man. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got the quick pass. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Miranda. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make... Oh, he's got some space! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. Throwing down the sideline, and it's a big play down the right side.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in a slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
Gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. A first down for the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Open space at the 25. Stumbled to the ground. The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Mustangs are threatening on 1st and goal. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Trying to find the end zone. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Just keep slinging it. Touchdown, Mustangs. Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, and they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. pick up just a few on that completion. And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Behind the chains now on second and long. Off the play fake. Got his man on the right.
I mean, what great athletic ability to toe tap the sidelines and keep him in bounds. What a one-yard gain.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run the screen. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. After that last completion, it's second down. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Kansas State pushing the pace. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Kick is in the air. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Got his man on the outside. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Mustangs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got him. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with third and 4. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Mustangs line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on third. Grab near the marker. It's Everett. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The sure hands, it's Everett. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. Now on second down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Takes the easy completion. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He'll take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now,
here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He gets a block. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Scrambling away. Zings it complete to the right. And they're able to make the tackle.
and these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where it shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers, they're just so dynamic.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They're working that left side. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Line gets set. 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Firing to the right, complete. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. He's got the back in the middle. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Mustangs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next one.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Got the quick completion. Turning it on. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Miranda. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 28, a chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Henderson. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its 1st touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wildcats! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing?
There he goes! And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Gives it on the option. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw again. Bringing the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
But you got to find a matchup. Like, what is the matchup out wide that you can go with? 4 verts, I get it, but they're playing deep. They're understanding that they got a lead. They can play with a cushion. We just need a guy to win a one-on-one battle. Who is our guy that we can pick to make a play down the field?
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. The Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Handoff to the lone back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking deep. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end and coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. A strike downfield. Breaks into the open on the left. Touchdown Mustangs. Once he got some room, it was over. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Off play action on 1st down. Working that left side now.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. attempted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. The offense changing the play. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The give to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ingram. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And